Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of... In fact...
Sure. Anything?
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are... We're gonna have to rip those out. What we need you to do...
Now that you know what the...
Sure.
These are the plans?
Now, before you get that look, the only thing we... According to Proctor, we've already sent out a few teams to find...
Once you start building, good luck.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
assess the site.
Kill them all!
Intelligent and informed consumer, please take a flyer and stop by Watts Electronics for all your electronics and household appliance needs. Does your bill require a washing machine? Come to Watts Electronics.
Sensor anomaly detected.
Heads up.
Reporting status. All functions normal. Scanning. Subject identified.
What? Who's there?
Combat initiated.
Stop right there!
Where did you go?
don't think we're...
Over there! Get him!
Stop right there! It's okay.
Go down! Anything? Not getting past me!
Stop! Human is friend. I know they're still here.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure
Ingram?
you gear up before you
That's
head out.
all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before... Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb... The Commonwealth. But since we...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pad.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, Proctor Quinlan is... We're fairly... The catch...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good. Scribe Hay... I suggest you... Hopefully, but good luck, Knight.
Damn, I wish I could be there when you march Liberty Prime right up to the Institute's front door.
Good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, thanks to the reinforcements and...
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I've had the... We've rigged up this distress pump. When you find...
Sure.
After that...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Look, if you don't, good luck, Knight.
Hey,
Where do you want me?
Paladin Dance.
All right, we need to talk. My recon team wasn't the first to be sent to the Commonwealth. The last squad went in 3 years ago. They never reported back. Officially, they're missing, presumed dead.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Everyone who signs up for a recon mission knows what to expect. Our lives depend on our training and on each other. And if we should fall, the Brotherhood will honor our memory. We have a responsibility to find out what happened to them, if we can.
Where should I begin?
Their insertion point was in the hill.
Hey.
What do you want? What's up?
Your thoughts?
Rebuilding Liberty Prime will ensure...
We should go our separate ways.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a foolish decision. But it's yours to make. Come back alive, soldier. All right. Hopefully there's something useful here. Don't get excited.
Dog meat. Come on, boy. It's time to go.
It might interest you. If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back to maybe someone that green tech building where you're going Gunners. That's it. That was like
Heads up.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement. Anything I can do? You just say the word.
That's just what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure. Let's go.
Will do. Oh, sorry, boy. Time for you to head home. Looking for a hand. Oh, you got
Stop right there.
Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Is that a tomb?
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee...
It's a little early to begin. We haven't fully...
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shot.
Actually, after all...
It would be better if a...
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic.
Is that a tomb?
Hey! Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from barrels.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully...
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a train...
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external... Power only. Core restart. Recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders. Compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here. I appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but...
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off, I came up with this...
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't... Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said... And thank...
I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Liberating the Commonwealth.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on...
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA. To make matters worse, his sudden absence simply reinforces... I'm finding it...
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear, which leaves me facing the most... I'm ordering you.
I won't do it.
You will do it. I'm giving you a direct... Listen. But if we're to remain strong, we can't find Proctor... And Knight, you're dismissed.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as reported.
Attention all personnel. This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources.
Sorry about this business with Dance.
As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team.
I've been
Any violation of this policy will result in severe
best
discipline.
approach would be... You may want to...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume you're...
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe... There's obviously been...
Scribe Halen.
Sure.
Now, and...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's...
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the... I've stored the data.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Scribe Halen?
So, are you ready to take on your first assignment?
Ready.
Great. Let me explain what... One of the Brotherhoods, I have a list here. Good luck.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
This way.
Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance. He trained me. He's earned my... I don't care what Quinlan...
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance, is the most selfless person I've ever. That's why I'm asking you.
Uh-huh.
If you're not
Right. All right, I'll hear him out.
that's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before it was listening post, it's isolated. Just
Mm-hmm.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
going down. Intruder.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's wrong. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you...
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. Perhaps now...
Whatever you decide to do.
Thank you. The only clear choice. The sooner I take my holoset. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that. It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my day. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker. If you ever need...
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard. But if you need me to...
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier...
Wish we could arm the Pridwin. My view says...
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come first.
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, while the finishing touch, report to him ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Control systems all reporting back nominally.
Bravo 6-4, report to Armor Bay 2. Bravo 6-4 to Armor Bay 2.
Promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the rail... To that end...
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you...
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental, or they're calling it... They use the robot. If you could use this, I'm certain we could put...
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the... They'll provide demolition. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in. Turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Let's do this! Search the area! Damn it! My head!
Mission accomplished. The railroad's offering minimal resistance, Paladin. Kill him! Hostiles in sight! Get up! Get up! Lock and load! Detonation pack secured and ready, sir. Safety's on. Look alive, everyone. Quickport all over again. Whoa, you win!
Sam, I'm coming home.